Namaste, yogis. Welcome to your afternoon reset practice. 30 minutes just to get a sense of where the body is and get a chance to let go of the early morning, create the foundation for not only the rest of this day, but the rest of the week. So come to the front of your mat. Separate your feet just a little bit and roll your heels out. Take the hands to heart center. Thumbs come towards the heart. Gaze over the fingertips. Take a nice big inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. A moment to be here now. We use the breath as a metaphor for the exhalation, letting go of all the things that we don't need, and the inhalation, inviting something new in our life. Bend and straighten the knees to get a sense of the legs, and then inhale, arms reach up. Lift the chin, lift the gaze. Exhale, hands come through heart center. A little bend in the knees, fold forward, release your arms, tuck your chin. Bend the knees a little bit more and sway the hips from side to side as you get a sense of the lower back. Start to heel toe your feet out just a little bit, so the feet are a little bit wider than the hips and the toes roll out. Lower the hips down and ease yourself into yogi squat or malasana. Heels can be up or down, hands come to heart center, lengthen through torso as you lift the heart. Elbows can be outside of the knees or on top of the knees, or maybe inside of the knees as you open them up. We're going to do a little bit of twist here. So let's take the right hand down and let's drop the right shoulder inside the right knee. And the knee's going to press against the shoulder and the shoulder is going to press against the knee. So you're going to activate that arm a little. Take your left hand to your left knee, draw your belly in, gently twist to the left and gaze up and over that left shoulder. You got some options here. If you're feeling like you need more stretch and extension through that right arm, start to straighten your right elbow so that tricep is in front of the right knee and the palm is down. Other variations, left arm reaches up. You can roll the left wrist, wiggle the fingers, pulse the hand. If you're looking for a bind, you can bend the left elbow so the back of the hand finds the lower back. And then you just have this rotation of this right arm so the bicep is in front of the right knee. And then you search for the fingers. So if you go for this bind, see if you can lengthen through the spine, lift the heart, chin, and chest. One deep full breath wherever you find yourself. Make sure you're not pushing, but make sure you're not coasting either. Exhale, let it all go. Both hands come to the floor. Come onto your toes and then rest your knees on your triceps as you lean a little bit forward and keep the weight to the hands. Lift the chin, lift the gaze, and feel the length of the spine. Don't come into crow pose, at least not yet. Bring yourself back. Once again, heels can be up or down. It's your hips that will kind of dictate where that's at. Hands to heart center, lengthen through torso. Let's try the other side. So left hand comes down, left shoulder drops inside left knee. They press against one another. Right hand to right knee, belly draws in, gently twist to the right. Same options if you'd like. And keep in mind, for me right now, this side is much tighter, so I may not be able to show you all the options. But extend this left elbow and palm stays down. I already feel it in my lower side of my left back. Right arm could reach up. That's a doozy for me. Options the same. Bend your right elbow, back of the hand finds lower back, and then maybe reach that left arm around for a bind. I can't show you, I'm just too tight here. So find that variation that's working for you today and give yourself a nice deep full breath. A way to know if you're doing too much is you won't be able to smooth out that breath pattern. So I could probably get into the bind, but then my breath would be super choppy and I'd be gritting my teeth, and that's not about yoga, right? Hands come all the way down, spread the fingertips nice and wide, come onto your toes. Knees press on biceps or backs of the, let's say, armpits. If you want to play a little bit, you can lift one foot off the ground. You can maybe lift the other foot off the ground. If you're ambitious, lift both feet off the ground. Be careful so you don't end up on your nose, which could happen in crow pose. So give yourself a breath or two here. You can kind of vacillate up and down if you like, or you can just stay. One more deep full breath wherever you are. If you're in crow, lower the feet. Lift the hips, straighten the knees, swivel your heels out, and then just keep walking those feet a little bit wider as wide as your mat. Little sway from side to side. Then from here, just to rotate to the right and step your foot back. And so now you're facing the length of your mat, and you have a nice wide leg stance, and you're just going to tuck the chin and bend right knee, left knee as you sway the hips. And then you're going to draw that right hip down towards the right heel. Roll onto your left heel. So this is low lunge or skandasana. Right arm inside right leg. Press that right elbow inside that right knee. And I just want you to lean towards that straight leg so you can feel then that hamstring or maybe even that groin. One more deep full breath here. And once again, you can press in that right elbow to create more space. And then we're just going to do the other side. So come on up. Walk the hands to the other side. Lower the hip. Come onto the right heel. Press the left elbow inside left leg. Lift the torso and lean towards the right leg. We're going to do this 2 more times. We're going to think about fluidity. So come on up. Come to the right. Right elbow and right leg. Lean. Let's go the other side. And once again, lean. Oh yeah. Back to center. Rotate your hands so your fingers are facing between the legs. Walk the hands back, tuck the chin. Shake the head. Hands under shoulders. Come up halfway, hands to the hips, flatten the back like a table. Come all the way up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Straighten the elbows, lift the heart, chin, and chest. Chin towards chest, hinge again at the waist. Arms come off the lower back, knuckles up towards the ceiling, or maybe they drift a little over your head. Big inhale, slow exhale. Although this practice is a short practice, it's not fast. Inhale, lift yourself on up. Release your arms, stretch them up nice and tall, starfish pose. Take your right arm underneath your left arm, so stack the elbows. If it's available, you can take right hand to left wrist or palm for eagle arms. The movement's the same no matter where your arms are. The elbows are up, shoulders are down. And if you have the hands, they come away from the face. Once again, a little back bend, lift the elbows, lift the chin and chest. Hips draw back, arms come away from the face, and just come forward. Nice and easy. Allow gravity to take the arms away from the face and chest. And then start to draw the elbows towards the right knee. And then elbows towards the left knee. Elbows back to center, soften again. Inhale, come all the way up. Unwind your arms. Keep the elbows bent, so cactus arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Rotate your heels in and toes out. And then bend those knees, so the knees stack on top of the ankles. A little bit of movement from side to side. Hands and elbows come together, squeeze them in. Focus on the forearms and the elbows as they squeeze, and then lift those elbows just up and down, just a little bit here. Inhale, open them up again. Take the hands to the ears, and then take your right elbow towards your right thigh. Inhale, come on up. Left elbow, left thigh. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale, 1 more time. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to center. Straighten the knees. Swivel your heels out. Extend your arms up. Starfish pose again. Lift the heart, chin, and chest. And then left arm comes underneath right arm, stacking the elbows, grabbing the shoulders, or eagle arms. Keep in mind you could have eagle arms one side and not the other. It all depends on the rotation and the flexibility of the shoulders. Elbows are up, hands away from face. Actively draw your shoulders down and away from the ears. Little back bend as you lift up. Elbows come forward, hands away from the face, hinge at the waist. Let gravity do the work as you soften. Move the head, soften the neck. Take the elbows towards one knee, doesn't matter which one. Doesn't even have to touch, it's that direction. Then towards the other knee. Inhale back to center. Stay here. Unwind your arms, hands to the floor. Shake the head out. Inhale halfway up, hands to hips. Inhale all the way up. Nice work. Heels in, toes out. This time, hands slide all the way down to the knees. And you're going to just kind of a little bit of movement from side to side as you press the hands in the insides of the thigh. For a little bit more sensation in the groins, let's take the right hand, press in the inside of the right knee, and then start to drop this right shoulder. Should get a little bit in the groin. And once again, you can do a little bit of movement here. We're thinking about fluidity, and again, we're just doing a reset, trying to find the foundation of our bodies, physical, energetic, emotional, spiritual bodies. Back to center, left hand presses inside left thigh, drop that left shoulder. All right, back to center. Arms reach up, goddess pose. So elbows bend, hands and elbows draw back. Weights in the heels, you can soften the toes. Take the hands to heart center, and then straighten the knees. Swivel all 10 toes towards the front of your mat, and then come onto your right toes. Bend your left knee. Arms reach up, crescent warrior. Nice twist to the left. Open up your arms, look for your left thumb. And then take your left hand, slide it behind the back. Right arm reaches up and over that right ear. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Arms sweep up, back to your crescent warrior. Hands to heart center. Straighten the left knee and then swivel back to the side of your mat. Let's just do the other side. So all 10 toes rotate towards the, let's say, back of your mat. Crescent warrior again. So right knee is bent, arms reach up, strong back leg, and then twist to the right. Look for your right thumb. Right hand behind the back, left arm reaches up and over. The gaze is underneath that right shoulder towards that left heel, and you're sinking as low as you need into that right knee. Inhale back to center, arms reach up back to your crescent warrior. Twist to the left. Arms open up. Starfish pose again. Exhale, fold forward, hands down. Make any adjustments you need to with your feet and your legs. Nice, and then crab walk your hands to the front of your mat. Pigeon left side, so left shin comes down. Right toes, right knee drops down, elbows lower down. A little bit of movement from side to side. And give yourself some stillness here. So in this pose, I often like to ask myself, how am I doing emotionally? Like, how's my heart? That's a really deep, it's a heavy question. And then the answer is, it'll come through viscerally, your body. It doesn't come from your head, right? It's like, I feel this. It's not, I think this. I think I'm okay. When someone says, like, how you doing? I think I'm okay. That means, like, I'm not sure. So the question is, how am I doing? And then we wait, and we move, and we feel, and then it's like, ooh, yeah, so, like, maybe I'm not doing okay, right? And I ask that question in this pose because our hips are our emotional filing cabinets where we hold our emotional trauma. And we pause and we wait and we feel and we get information from really our intuition, right? The gut, how it feels, right? I'm not against thinking. It's just I think we think too. I know we think too much, and we disregard the sensation, the feeling. All right. So hands come under shoulders. Gently lift yourself on up. Bend and straighten your right knee. If that area, the hip flexor, the quadricep, and the hamstring, if it feels malleable, twist to the left. Left hand reaches back, foot, ankle, or shin. If that's too much, twist to your right, reach back with the right hand. And if that's still too much, drop your left hip and then reach back. And if all that stuff is too much, just stay nice and tall with torso. For more sensation, you can pull that foot a little bit more. If it's the left hand, the heel will be coming to the tailbone. If it's the right hand, the heel will be coming to the hip. One more breath wherever you are. Exhale, let it all go. Roll over your right toes, lift your right knee, and then step back into down dog. So feet are about hips distance apart, and you're just going to pedal a little bit and wag the tail. Shake the head, soften the jaw. You're in an inverted V, and if it's your first down dog of the day and your hamstrings are a little tight, just bend the knees a bit. Now you step your left foot forward. Crab walk your hands to the middle of your mat, swivel your heels out, and then we're just going to do the other side. So keep walking your hands, let's say to the back of your mat, pigeon on the right side, so it's the other side. Drop your left knee, point your left toes. Keep in mind right side, left side probably different. So we treat our body differently because it needs different attention. And then lower the elbows and soften. Want to make sure that the knees, the bones are fairly stable and there's no sensation that's uncomfortable. Another check-in here, big inhale, slow exhale. Just a moment to feel the sensation, and for a lot of us that are a little bit tight in the hips, the sensation can be quite intense. And we're doing a self-regulating practice, so if you need less, you just scoot your right foot back, and if you need more, you scoot your right foot forward. Couple more breaths here. Allow the body to surrender a little bit. For a lot of us stuck at home, we're stuck at the computer, sitting at a desk all day, and there's a lack of movement. You know, it's for me, it used to be like ride my bike through, I don't know, 6, 7 different studios throughout the day. Now it's like bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, yoga loft. Loft, kitchen, bathroom. That's it. That's my movement. I'll go for a walk in the night. All right, hands under shoulders, gently lift yourself on up. Same options, and you may have some variation. So for more sensation, twist to the right, left knee bends, reach back, or twist to the left, left hand reaches back. You can always drop to the right hip and find that variation. We don't want to fight the quadricep because it's a very strong muscle, and the quadricep will win, or the hamstring. So we're kind of like creating this intimacy, getting to know ourselves and find out what we need. One more breath. Nice. Exhale, let it go. Roll over left toes, lift the left knee, send the right leg back for down dog. A little bit of movement. Shake the head, big inhalations, exhalations. All right, drop the knees down. Let's slide into child's pose real quick here. So just draw the hips back, forehead towards the ground. A little shift from side to side. This little 30-minute practice is always a good practice to do as many times as you can throughout the week, especially when we're moving through the holiday season, and especially if you're in an area that's cold. You want to make sure that we heat up the body a little. All right, inhale, come on up to table. A round or two cat-cow. And then once that spine is feeling fairly malleable, imagine you have a paintbrush in your belly button and you're going to make a spiral on your mat. So you're going to go in a little circle and it's going to get a little bit bigger. And as you get a little bit bigger, you're going to slow down and you're going to see how big of a circle you can get. And you're going to just push the hips out and you're going to rotate And then once that's feeling pretty malleable, you're going to bring it back into that small circle into the middle. And then once you get to the middle, we're going to just go in the other direction, and we'll do the same thing. So small circles to bigger circles to slower and more deliberate circles. This is just keeping the hips malleable and smooth. And then we're going to get a little bit smaller with those circles. And we're going to get smaller and smaller and smaller till we get to the center. And then we're going to give ourselves a cat-cow again. Cross at your ankles, roll over your feet. Come to your seat. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. Take the hands to the backs of the knees. Lean back on the hips, come onto your tippy toes. And then flex the feet and bring the shins so they're parallel to the floor. Engage the belly, relax the jaw, and if it's available, extend your arms. 2 breaths. All right, straighten the knees, lower halfway. Open up the legs as wide as your mat. Lower all the way down. Shavasana pose. So last resting pose, either swivel your palms up or down. Left hand could come to heart, right hand could come to belly. Externally rotate your thighs, let your feet fall open. Draw your chin down. Relax your jaw. Take a nice big inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. Drop your gaze inward and check in. First and foremost, soften the body, the fingers, the toes, the arms and legs. The belly, the chest, the torso is soft. Relax the senses, the tongue and the mouth, the edges of the nostrils. Soften the inner ears and allow the eyes to float away from each other in their sockets. Allow the breath to become a little bit more of a whisper as we press pause on the external world. Our needs are important, and we are worthy of having every single one of those needs taken care of. And once my needs are taken care of, then I support those in need. If you have the time and the space to stay here in this Shavasana for another 3, 4, 5 minutes, please do that. If your day is waiting for you, very gently start to deepen your breath. And gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes, rolling your wrists and ankles, and extending your arms up over your head. Stretching from your fingers all the way down to your toes. Get nice and long. And then draw the knees towards the belly, chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a little squeeze. Take the hands to the kneecaps and make some circles with the knees. Clockwise and counterclockwise as we massage the lower back just a bit. And then reach your right arm over your head and roll to your right side. A moment to be here now. Grateful for the opportunity we have to move through this day, mindful of our needs and taking care of ourselves. Pressing your hands into the floor, gently bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. And with a nice long spine, take the hands to the knees or thighs. And let's just bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Stay here for a moment. Think of your left shoulder being heavy and do a little micro adjustment by lifting the chin up and down. Then roll your head back, lift your chin up, wag your jaw. We hold so much stress and tension in the jaw. And a little bit of movement from side to side. And then roll left ear, left shoulder. A moment here. And chin up and down here. And then roll the chin towards the chest. A little rock from side to side. And hinge at the waist, come forward just a bit, hands down. A little bit of movement with the torso, side to side. Walk your hands back. Hands come to heart center. Gaze over the fingertips. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Nice work finding your way to your mat. Take care of yourself the rest of the day, rest of the week. Have a beautiful holiday season. And namaste. Nice work, yogis. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section below. Subscribe so you can keep updated on my latest content. Have a great day. Peace. Love you guys.